Okay, guys, and good afternoon. We are back at it. And in this one, we are going to be talking about Coach A's alerts from his section. He just made a list. He wants me to make an update on these. And what I'm going to start doing for you coaches now, when you guys throw out your alerts or when you guys get your winning calls and stuff like that, when I make the thumbnails, I'll go ahead and showcase that is yours. Let them know that these are your video, these are your stuff talking about by throwing you on a thumbnail. Throw out the fire alerts and keep us updated. These here are coming from Coach A section in the swing trade section. You can follow along with these moves along in there if you like what you see here. And I make these videos. These are how I study. Okay, I spend every morning. I'm doing my cryptos, doing my most active. I'm studying everything about the entire markets from most active to 52-week lows to what's next to what's exploding to options. I make them in a video so you guys can study along with these with me. In a later on video today, I'm going to be making another building a watch list video for you guys so you can see how I make watch lists and be able to see what stocks that I'll be going for next. Maybe some of you can already catch those if you're ready for the next play, and maybe you like these after the next play. As you can see, we got NIVF first on our list. I like the NIVF. We got this stock that goes back down to a hot discount. How far down? Well, all the way down from the lows of that $17 back down to the lows of this 23 cents. We have seen NIVF come in for some moves before. Like, this stock is no stranger to coming in for those moves. And right now, at the lows of these 30 something cents, 36 cents exactly, it's already gearing up from 20 cents. It already exploded up twice to about 45 cents. If the markets weren't so extremely bearish in these last trading day or so, NIVF would have actually have already been taken off. But it's a good thing for many of you who aren't seeing this already, because now you got an opportunity to get into New Gen IVF Group. And for those of you who don't know what this one is, this is a United States-based company, and this company is a assisted reproductive service provider helping couples and individuals attain access to fertility treatments. I don't think I've ever seen a stock of this Accord before. But down to this big discount. Look, they getting ready right now. So what's gonna happen here is once this thing really picks up in that volume, volatility, and fills up that float of 7.53 million, where they have a volume of 3.23 million, it's still under the radar. Many people don't notice NIVF, but I'll show you the ones that do. The ones that do notice NIVF are these extra larges down here. They notice. Small retails ain't finna notice this. Small retails don't be noticing it. Only thing small retails be noticing is these most active stocks here. That's the only thing small retail get noticing all throughout the day. Small retails and then most traders already scared of getting the stock at the lows. People would just be natural. They scared to get it in the beginning. Since they scared to get in the beginning, they trying to catch something that's already active, and then they make the mistake of getting that most active stock. What do I mean by this? I can show you an example. Look at ABTH. How people are trying to buy in there at the top. Look at here, even in the middle of the day, trying to buy in at the wrong time. Look at APCX, the most active stock. They wanted to buy in here while it was overbought. People, especially traders and penny traders and small retail, tend to wake up in the morning and try to gear towards the most active thing, and they have no patience to wait for those making the 52-week lows, the ones that are the next to explode. You want to be in on things like the NIVF. We are showing you for the safe, easy, early seat down here at the bottom. Then when it explodes, it's going to once again come in for another run, all the way back up past that 44 cents up to that dollar. Once it gets to that dollar, then they're gonna get the big resistance. The big whale's gonna want to hold this thing down. They still got a decent balance sheet, a descending balance sheet, but it's not our actually. This one here is out of date on Webull. Maybe we can see more on Mumu, and that's why I keep the Mumu up when I make these videos for you guys, so because we can see what the big differences are. Either way, they still got a descending balance sheet on here on NIVF. Nonetheless, we're gonna be looking for their next update and their next report as well. Here on NIVF, this has got a decent short interest that's starting to build up, and we're gonna watch more pressure come in on the order flow. Currently, right now on NIVF, we can go see any hot update that was going on for NIVF so far. Other than, of course, Coach A letting us know about the safe. He's early seeing what he's saying is NIVF. They got merger news soon. They got merger news. Okay, let's go check out their news. See, and this is the power of teamwork. being up to date. We did catch NIVF. I thought NIVF not too long ago, earlier on in the month for a quick round. Locked in gains off of that hot move. Once I was locking gains, that quick 30% gain, it did go in for another parabolic play. That's how it be sometimes, but it's still sold back off. Let's go see what we can find as merger news and see what kind of news NIVF has. What is this? Other than New Gen engaging OSL to execute the strategic investment in digital assets. Is that the merger news that Coach A is talking about? Here goes some news that came out. Okay, here we go right here. Yep, they got a proposed merger with EWIHL. EWIHL. Let's go ahead and we're finna check that one out. So, and then on top of that, so as per the deal, so shares are surging. This company disclosed that it entered into a binding term sheet for the previously disclosed reverse merger with European Wellness Investment Holding Limited. As per the deal, New Jam plans to use 142.25 million ordinary shares to the shareholders of EWIHL or its associates in exchange for 100% equity interest in EWIHL. The shares will be issued at a deemed price at $3.20 each, totaling $452 million. Upon completion of the proposed transaction, EWIHL shareholders are expected to hold approximately 61.6% of New Gen equity. This is about to add into a quick bullish sentiment on. I don't know when that is. I don't think they said a date. They definitely didn't even say a date in here at all about when that is. The last, no, they're not coming out with no. There is no date in here. We'll have to look further into when it's coming out with a date. But while they previously explored various alternatives, their ongoing engagement with EWIHL has consistently shown the strongest strategic alignment and potential for value creation. The signing of this binding term sheet demonstrates the progress they've made in their negotiations and provides them with a clear path to definitive agreements. Last month, they entered a binding term sheet with a White Lion Capital for 100 million equity line of credit. That's expandable to $500 million. Yeah, they got it going on. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning on WNIVF. I'm glad that Coach A, thanks for bringing this to our attention and welcome anybody joining in on the banquet with the classroom. Currently doing a update on. I thought I was sharing my screen the whole time. Doing an update on Coach A's alerts out of his section. He said that these next stocks are the next big stocks to explode, and he said we don't want to miss out on this. Next, we got FGL. I ain't never seen this stock before. I don't think I've ever seen this before. This one looking choppy up in here. Okay, well you already know we got to see our 4 hour chart. A big discount. They spiked from these lows up to $10. That's a very bullish sign of where they can lead to later on as well, especially coming in for another big round of bullishness. And you got to keep in mind too. It's like when these stocks are exploding and stuff like that. You know, if you like when people like to rally on these stocks. So when people are rallying on these stocks, make sure that you sticking to your targets. Have a target in mind. You know it helps as well. It all does get some getting used to. Like you learning a new strategy, or you learning a new styles of trades, or learning to master new types of stocks and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong; it does take a bit of getting used to, and so on and so forth. But do what you got to do. But if you are newer to trading, I recommend that you just be going for small targets until you start to, get a better feel of how stocks move and how they fluctuate and whatnot. So you could really just be locking in 15% here and there. Again, don't sound like it's too much money and whatnot, but it's very consistent in order to get you, good training in there moving between stocks. But FGL, they get ready for another spike to be coming in. What is this stock? This one here is principally engaged in providing engineering, procurement, construction, and commissioning services for large scale solar projects and commercial and industrial projects. They got a lot going on. That's a long read. I'm not going to read all of that, but we can open up their website real quick. And while that's loading, we'll be able to go see FGL over on the Move Investment platform. Do keep in mind that while everything that's going on with these stocks and all other stocks on the market literally is, while the markets are pushing up more bearish than bullish. Okay, you got more decliners coming in. A lot of decliners are coming into the markets right now. U.S. markets have 6,500 decliners over on Mumu and 5,000 advancers. It's much more bearish today. This is leading in from the bearishness yesterday. Bears have control. It's the bears' turn right now, and you get bounces in between there. Quick bullish bounces in between the bearishness, or even vice versa. If the markets are bullish, then you get quick bearish bounces and stuff like that, depending on if you like to go long and go short. I know how to go long and go short, but if you are newer to trading, you probably really only want to just be sticking to going long at first, for sure, for sure. And right now, FGL is making a prime position to be coming in for another long move. I don't say long as in time frame. I say long as in betting it goes up. Okay, I don't say short as in time frame. I say short as in betting it goes down. And some of y'all like to jump in the comments say something crazy. But we got FGEL coming in for that next bull run. So, oh, okay. Coach A says this is going to be a direct sympathy play to NUKK, and this stock can go nuts. We'll keep this one on the watch list. Like I said, we're watching all these, and when they update, they'll come back around. Look at NIV coming in for more bulletins right now as we speak. It is starting to gear up. It is starting to gear up. I might not even miss out on that. I might be getting on NIVF for the next swing right after this video. If I do, y'all be able to see my alert in my section as well. Okay. And next you got MSS. Ooh, this one right here looking crazy. I ain't never seen this one before. What is this? MSS. On a big discount, no less. Mason Solutions is a specialty grocery retailer offering traditional Asian food and merchandise, particularly to members of the Asian American communities. This sounds like one of those stocks that insiders gonna be doing a rally or something like that on for real. But they got an average volume of 2.35 million and a current volume of 400,000, very under the radar with a free float of 3.85 million. That's a little small McDonald's cup size. It's gonna get filled once this volume passes up the average volume. That volume, which you could think of as water, is gonna fill up that cup and make that thing overflow, making MSS stock explode. They've already came in for such a move just not too long ago, a couple days ago, and even in the last trading day. And that's all while the market's been completely wrecked and bearish. Again, if the markets haven't been all destroyed how they are, some of these stocks maybe even have already been the next big bull runs and whatnot. Um, and when people are going for like, there's a lot of stocks that are already, like the top gainers for the week and whatnot because they exploded, people still holding in. Well, they be getting ready to start getting gains off of those. Everybody not long-term investor. A lot of those people still holding in are just swing traders that are just going a little bit longer, being a little bit riskier and stuff like that. And when they lock in games, they be looking for the next thing to be going into. Now, everybody do be finding their own different things to go into and stuff like that. Y'all know how I find mine. And if y'all don't, then be looking forward to the next video I make. It's finna be how to build a watch list thing because I'm finna get ready for the next set of swings that I'm looking for in the next video. I got y'all. And yeah, MSS stock. See what they got going on. They got the extra larges, they got the larges, they got the mediums, and they got the smalls going out. But a small, decent bullish wave of the cost distribution still holding up down in resistance at 146. They sitting here at 113, $1.13. This stock is still down about 7% today, fighting more bearishness that's coming in. You want to know how my moves went today? I just lost on the BTC. Currently still holding in on, currently still holding up in on TNXP. This just went about 40%. Still holding in on SPGC about 30%, looking good. CRVO still up in there. They about to have a short squeeze, and after locking in the easy round off the BTC leverage for about 100% gain, went in thirsty for another quick round. Once it bounced about 30%, they sent things down. Whole markets got a little bit more bearish where they should have just stayed bullish, washing my BTC position back out. Sorry, that's just how it be sometimes. Making me remind you guys, even for personal experience, I tell you, had that stop loss set, don't do too. Wow, this thing getting more bearish. Damn, they wrecking Bitcoin right now. And and that comes down to also some things happen in the markets, especially with these cryptocurrencies, what I've been noticing, that are just entirely unpredictable. You could be having the cleanest of the bull runs be coming into a stock or whatever position, and then if the markets, like the stock markets, turn bearish, then it adds on to the bears of those crypto markets and or vice versa. So there's a lot to keep up with at one time. But do what you got to do though. This big discount down here on BTC, they're gonna be coming in for another bull. I'm gonna be loading that up. I'm gonna be loading that up for another round on BTC, and you'll be able to see me put out my next alert, going for another one. And these leverage things, they explode. Like today, I like them about 400% gain off of that. So same thing. Swing trades be the safest out of everything. Lead me into say for these like we're talking about right now, maybe you don't want to just be the day trader on those. Maybe you want to just be the swing trader because swing traders are going to be more slow and consistent no matter what you are doing. But here on MSS. Or this stock right here. So this one come in for an instant squeeze. You really need like insiders. Let me see. You never know. You never know what you see in the bank with Billy Discord. You know, we got some insiders that's been buying this thing. Okay. And they have in the past come in for those parabolic moves, which I'm actually surprised to see. Oh, this stock go parabolic all the time. Oh, MSS stay up in the parabolics. I'm glad I seen that. That's a very, very, very extremely bullish indication for what's about to come into the future. Coach has been picking this up. It's a hot stock. It's a hot stock. I wonder how Coach A found across these. Like he say that MSS is finna be our next 400%, 300% runner specifically. It's very good. On it. Keep this on the watch list. What were they again? Oh yeah, they sell Chinese food at a grocery store or something like that. They are super small and short interest. Oh, it'll be easier if if it's like okay, so you know the trading, you don't know about this. So you want your thing to be big and short interest, it'll be a big short squeeze potential target. If it's not big and short interest, that means it hasn't been getting short sold. That means they just been selling that stock off. Not to say it can come in for that bull run, but then next we got XTIA. Okay, the XTIA. They've been facing super, and even despite the markets being bearish. Actually, with the markets being so bearish, XTIA actually hasn't been faced with too much bear. Like these little bearish, little 3-4% dips in XTIA. That's nothing to the bearish that XIA. Let me go back to the 4 hour chart. That's nothing to the bearish that XIA has once faced, and that's the power of those stocks that be at those 52-week lows number. So they already done had their big sell offs. People still buying and holding this up. It's impressive actually on XTIA. It's gonna do big battle around that 5 cents. It really just don't want to pass there. And the thing about XTIA is it's like right here. You get a shorts that's getting so active in here. Like when you got the shorts that start to get so active in the stock, it really like we talking about like not shorts that were once upon a time in there, pushing that thing down. We talking about like active daily short volumes. They make it a little bit harder for a stock to explode because they adding on to that bearish sentiment. They ain't, they don't gotta cover their shares. They don't want to like at all. Literally, they don't want to lock in that money, then they not, I guess, but they don't got to. They can short it down forever, bro. But which be the case, evidently. But in most cases, you in a penny stock like this, you get that reverse split to come in. Okay, so what they be looking to do is build up as high as they can before they do that. And they probably gonna come out with like I don't know if they already did this. Now they're gonna come out with like some sort of meeting or something like that. They're gonna have like a shareholder meeting, and at that meeting, whenever they do shareholder meetings, they do shareholder meetings really for stocks that be a penny stock. You see that very often for the penny stocks, and that there is when they vote for the reverse split. They vote for reverse split. And don't think that your voting powers mean much because if they want to do it or not, then big wells they're gonna do whatever they want to. So keep that in mind when we're in these markets doing battle with these big whales and trying to figure out what's going on. Just know that they number one goal is for you to lose out of your stock so they can win. That's just how I go. But XTIA, they came out with a TriFan presentation. So I guess right now they waiting on the FAA approval. This is the cheapest out of all those EVTOLs and the most rec still. Like look at this. They even going for the OTCs more than they going for look at this on Lil M. I mean LILM. They going for this one consistently for the last few weeks. Way more than they even going for XTIA. But big news coming up. It's just a matter of time. And after they split, then it'll be a whole different ball game. They probably like a 1 for 400 reverse split or something like that. And that'll get them probably up to like $4 or something if they actually stay in here at like 4 cents. But I'm Billy Banks. These are Coach A's alerts along in his section. Like I say, we have we have about 10, 12 different coaches along with me putting out our things in our sections. You be able to see their alerts along in their section. And they throw out fire plays. They things be exploding, so don't miss out on those. I'm not the only one that know how to trade stocks. The coaches do this. Everybody in the bank will believe this quarter, everybody doing this. We all doing the same thing. It's just oversold or whatever. Some people just have different ways of finding them. I'm gonna update these um when they explode or tomorrow. Get subscribed. Don't miss this. I'll see y'all in the end. Happy trade.